Wait, what are you doing? It's not gonna help.
You get it?
It's been a few years since the dark and devious A was unveiled, and the show came to an end. Fans were taken on a whirlwind of constant drama watching Pretty Little Liars, but it's safe to say that the actors were facing their fair share of off-screen battles too. While they weren't trying to uncover a murder mystery, some of the cast members went through serious health scares, battles with their depression, sexual orientation, and even tragic family losses. Before we get into it, remember to follow Rumour Juice and give that notification bell a click so that you can be the first to know when we upload new content. Janel Parrish. You probably weren't sure whether you loved or hated Mona, but your love for Janel Parrish never went into question. The actress suffered the most tragic loss in 2018, just weeks before her wedding to Chris Long. Her soon-to-be father-in-law, called Buck by those who loved him dearly, was killed in a horrific car accident that was caused by a drunken driver. He had been driving in traffic in the morning and was suddenly hit head-on by an 18-year-old intoxicated driver. Buck was killed instantly by the impact. Words can't explain the feeling of losing someone to something so senseless, something that could have been prevented. Jenel and Chris's family were shaken and totally heartbroken from the loss. Their wedding was right around the corner, and a time that was supposed to be spent celebrating love and union was rather spent mourning the loss of someone they had all loved. The actress used her large Instagram following to speak out against drinking and driving. She asked that her followers not let Buck's passing be in vain by making donations to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MAD, a nonprofit devoted to honoring victims and survivors of drunk driving and putting a stop to further devastating incidents. Sasha Pieterse. Allie was a complex character. First, everyone thought she was dead, and then she wasn't dead.
She thought I was dead. I was trying to tell her I was alive.
Then she was friends with everyone, and then everyone hated her. It's fair to say that fans were taken on a roller coaster of emotions with her character, because deep down, they all knew that they could never really trust Allie. Sasha, on the other hand, couldn't be further from her character on the show that made her famous. Aside from being warm, loving, and kind to all those around her, she created a lifestyle website that has a focus on entertaining and food, and she's also written her own cookbook. But the actress and businesswoman hasn't had an easy journey to get where she is now. She was bullied and harassed online for a while for gaining weight and decided to speak out against those who were body-shaming her. People were angry that I had gained weight. I was being, and still am, called names, made fun of, the unfortunate, usual, but it wasn't until people started asking and assuming I was pregnant that I decided to say something. For almost 2 years, the Pretty Little Liars star was left baffled by her weight gain. She was being swarmed by cyberbullies that made her feel terrible about herself when none of it had been in her control and she didn't know what had caused it. I had no idea what was going on, and I didn't have any way of solving it. Very recently, I was diagnosed with PCOS, a hormone imbalance, and finally I knew why this was happening to me. She went on to explain that the journey to loving herself has been truly challenging. She's had to learn that being healthy isn't simply about eating well and exercising, but also being kind to yourself and surrounding yourself with people that love you. Sasha and her husband are now new parents to a gorgeous baby boy who has totally changed their lives for the better. We're absolutely in love with him, and we still can't believe he's ours. Tyler Blackburn.
I'm finding it really hard not to come over there and kiss you.
Everyone loved the tech-savvy Caleb from Pretty Little Liars. They probably loved Hannah and Caleb even more. The on-screen couple had fiery chemistry that may have leaked into their off-screen relationship too. Although they never confirmed that they were officially dating, Tyler said that sometimes the lines between Hannah and Caleb's relationship and Tyler and Ashley's relationship would get a little blurred. The pair had even been spotted kissing 1 year at Coachella. We had periods when we felt more for each other, but ultimately we're good buds. Tyler also opened up about something that he had kept very private for most of his life. At the age of 32, the actor came out as bisexual. He said he had identified as bisexual since he was a teenager, but the stereotypes that came with it made him feel like he wasn't ready to embrace his true self. For the longest time, I suppressed more of my attraction to men. It wasn't until my late 20s, towards the end of Pretty Little Liars, that I really allowed myself to go there. The actor admitted that he had dated his first guy, but because he hadn't come out to the public, it almost felt as though he was shying away from his sexuality. It wasn't fair to his boyfriend at the time, and things didn't end up working out. So, after turning 30, he decided that it was time to come out as his true self finally. Ashley Benson. Hannah was witty and always knew when there was something wrong with one of her friends. She was often thought of as being smarter than Spencer, and of course, when she and Caleb broke up for a while on the show, fans were heartbroken. In fact, that's not the only break that wrecked fans' hearts. The actress made headlines back in 2019 when she and her then-girlfriend Cara Delevingne announced with an Instagram post that they were dating. The couple took adorable to another level and fans couldn't get enough of them. The actress also made a point of not labeling her sexuality because she was aware that news and tabloids were going to focus on the fact that she was dating a girl anyway. So she didn't feel the need to draw attention to something that really wasn't important. They played jokes on the paparazzi, posted the sweetest birthday messages to one another, and for a while, the world was able to believe in love because they saw it between Cara and Ashley. And then, 2 years later, the couple made headlines once again, but this time it wasn't for being cute. It was to announce their breakup, and fans could not have been more devastated. Cara and Ashley always had their ups and downs before, but it's over now, an unnamed source said. Their relationship just ran its course. Then, just a few months later, Ashley was spotted with the musician G-Eazy. The actress featured on his latest album, and soon it seemed that they were doing a lot more than just collaborating together. Fans were enraged at the sight of Ashley seemingly moving on so quickly from her ex-girlfriend Cara. So, naturally, as passionate fans do, they lashed out at her online and on social media. Benson was being bullied so badly for her new relationship with G-Eazy that Cara herself had to step in and tell people to back off and leave her alone. It's more important now than ever to spread love, not hate. To everyone hating on Ashley Benson, please stop. You don't know the truth. Only her and I do, and that's exactly how it should be. The actress did her best to ignore the haters and enjoy her relationship with her new man. It seemed that the couple fell hard and fast for one another. They were spotted kissing, holding hands, and at one point, the actress was even wearing a diamond ring on that finger, which fueled rumors of an engagement. But it seems like a year down the line, things burned out just as quickly as they fired up. Friends of the couple said that they had started to fight more often, and things took a turn for the worst. Eventually, it was Ashley that called it quits and left G-Eazy. Shay Mitchell. Emily was always a fan favorite, and her initial struggle to come to terms with her sexuality moved the show audience. While Emily felt like she needed to come out as gay, Shay hasn't felt the need to define her own sexuality. Right now I'm dating a guy. I don't know what it's going to be in 3 years. You love who you love. Black, white, polka dot, that's what my dad always said. I'm never gonna label myself. Shay has maintained a very active presence on social media, so when it comes to what's going on in her life, her fans are always up to date. Reverently, the actress opened up about her journey to motherhood and admitted that she may not want to have another child. Shay was candid about her battle with prenatal depression and how much she struggled through her pregnancy with her daughter, Atlas. Despite really wanting her daughter to have a sibling, she's frightened about having to go through another bout of depression. I wasn't that beaming goddess that absolutely loved it, she continued. I don't want to do it again because it took a toll on me mentally. But never say never. Shay said that she hasn't completely shunned the idea of having another baby. She just wants to do it when it's right for everyone. We think it's fair to say that the cast of Pretty Little Liars has faced their fair share of personal battles, but throughout all of their struggles, they've remained open and honest with fans around them because they understand that if they're able to open up about whatever dark times that they may be facing, that it'll give fans the hope that they need to get through their dark times too.
As always, we are eager to see your opinion in the comment section below, and do tell us which topic we should cover next. Behind the scenes dramas of your favorite shows? Why did this seemingly perfect couple break up? How come this Hollywood hottie is still alone? Who holds the title of the most fan-friendly celebrity? Make your voice heard, and we at Rumour Juice will make sure you are never bored. Subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to tell your friends how cool we are.